Ever dream of escaping to your own, like, private villa in Phuket?
Yes.
Sunsets over the Andaman Sea, infinity pool sparkling.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like paradise, right?
Absolutely.
But what if I told you that building that dream can sometimes turn into, like, a real-life construction nightmare?
Oh, for sure.
Luckily, we are diving into a blog post from Ocean Worldwide Phuket Real Estate.
Okay.
These are the folks who build those stunning luxury properties over there.
Yeah.
And they're here to, like, spill the tea on how to avoid delays and actually get that villa built on time
Right.
and on budget.
Which, yeah, that's important.
Super important.
Especially in a place like Phuket.
Yeah. So what do they have to say?
Well, you know, what's fascinating is they emphasize that it's not just about, like, having this gorgeous design, right?
Right.
It's about understanding the realities on the ground in Phuket.
Okay. And believe me, those realities can be very different from what you might expect.
So no time for island time when it comes to planning, right?
Absolutely not. Ocean Worldwide, they're big on proactive planning.
Okay.
And they stress realistic timelines from, like, the get-go, right?
Yeah.
We're talking, like, factoring in Phuket's weather, which can be, let's just say, unpredictable even at the best of times.
Yeah.
And navigating the availability of materials,
Yeah.
especially if you're importing those high-end finishes.
It's like they're saying, before you even break ground on that infinity pool, you need a rock-solid plan.
Yes.
So how do they suggest we build that plan?
Details, details, details.
Okay.
Ocean Worldwide, they are all about that detailed project plan.
Okay.
We're talking, like, clearly defined milestones, tasks broken down to the nuts and bolts.
Because when everyone is working from the same blueprint, you know, there's less room for those costly surprises down the line.
And less room for those, wait, you didn't tell me that moments.
Exactly.
Which, let's be honest, can really throw a wrench in the works.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They also mentioned regular progress meetings.
Yeah.
Are those as crucial as they sound?
Absolutely. Think of it like this. Construction's a bit of a dance, right?
Yeah.
You've got different teams, materials are arriving, permits are being approved,
Yeah.
regular check-ins or like making sure everybody's still got the steps memorized and nobody's about to step on anyone's toes, right?
Yeah.
Small issue caught early that can save you weeks, maybe even months of delays down the line.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So it's like checking in on your dream team.
Yes.
Making sure they're all in sync. Speaking of which, Ocean Worldwide has some strong opinions on who that dream team should be,
Yes, they do.
especially when it comes to choosing your builders.
Yeah, and they say experience in the Phuket real estate market is non-negotiable.
Really?
Yeah, and it makes sense when you think about it. You want a team that's familiar with local regulations, sourcing materials,
Right.
even like navigating those cultural nuances of construction in Thailand. It's a different world.
It's like choosing a chef for a fancy dinner party.
Yeah.
You want someone whose style matches your taste buds,
Yes,
who knows how to source the best ingredients.
absolutely.
They even suggest checking out portfolios of potential builders, which I think is brilliant.
It is. It is. You want to see if their past projects like align with your vision of luxury. Right. Are they building those sleek modern villas with clean lines, or are they more about like traditional Thai architecture? You're about to make a huge investment.
Yeah.
So it's like taking your dream team for a test drive before handing over the keys to your vision, you know? You want to make sure they can handle it.
I love that analogy.
Thanks.
And speaking of crucial team members, they mentioned tapping into local real estate agents for recommendations.
Oh, yeah.
That seems like something most people wouldn't think of.
You know, it's actually a stroke of genius.
Right.
Who knows the best builders in town better than the people who are out there selling the properties every day?
Okay, that's fair.
Real estate agents, they can be a gold mine of insider information.
I believe it.
They've seen it all, from the best contractors to the ones who might, you know,
Yeah.
cut corners. They've got the inside scoop, which is what you want.
It's invaluable.
Yeah.
And you're not just getting recommendation, you're getting, like, the inside scoop.
Exactly.
Let's talk about something that can make or break any construction project, especially in paradise.
Okay, what's that?
The legal side of things.
Ah, yes, permits.
Permits.
Because even paradise has paperwork.
Exactly. And Ocean Worldwide really stresses that understanding local building codes in Phuket is absolutely crucial.
Yeah.
It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of designing your dream villa,
Right.
but the last thing you want is to find out it doesn't meet safety standards
Right.
or it encroaches on your neighbor's property.
Exactly. Exactly.
Nobody wants that.
Nope. Yeah, imagine pouring your heart and soul into a design only to be told you have to like tear down a wall or move an entire room because you didn't get the right permits.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah, it's not just about delays, right?
Mhm.
It can be incredibly costly to fix those kinds of mistakes.
Talk about a nightmare scenario.
Yeah.
Now, how do they recommend navigating those, like, legal waters?
Proactive planning strikes again, right?
Yeah.
Ocean Worldwide emphasizes securing all like necessary permits early on.
Okay.
We're talking building permits, environmental clearances,
Yeah.
anything and everything you need to, build legally and safely in Phuket.
So you covered.
Yeah, they even suggest having like a legal advisor on your team,
Really?
which honestly sounds like a great investment in peace of mind.
I bet.
Oh,
Especially with all the, like, regulations and stuff over there.
it can be a lot, especially if you're not familiar with, the Thai legal system,
Yeah.
which most people aren't.
Not really, no.
So having that guide, it's like having a guide through the legal jungle.
Right.
Someone who can translate all that legalese.
Right. And help you stay on the right side of the regulation.
Exactly. Exactly.
But even with all the permits in place, isn't there still a risk of things going wrong during the, actual construction?
Oh, absolutely. Even with like the best plans and the right team, construction can throw you some curveballs.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That's why Ocean Worldwide is like such a big advocate for clear and consistent communication throughout the entire process.
Okay.
And they're not just talking about, weekly update emails. They're talking
Understand.
about building a communication ecosystem.
What does that even mean for someone building a villa?
Right.
It's not like we're launching a rocket.
Right. But you're launching a dream, right?
Yeah, okay.
This is your vision. This is a big deal.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it's more about like avoiding those lost in translation moments,
Oh, yeah.
that can really plague any project, big or small.
Right, right.
And Ocean Worldwide is surprisingly specific about some like seemingly simple things,
Like what?
like keeping your contact information updated.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right, because the last thing you want is for like a crucial message to disappear because your contractor has your old email address.
Oh, or imagine this. A key shipment, like those gorgeous Italian tiles you picked out, arrives at the port, but nobody can reach you to confirm the delivery address.
Oh, exactly. Suddenly those tiles are sitting in a warehouse and your project is on hold.
Ugh, that's a delay that could easily been avoided.
Easily. Easily.
So updated contact info, check.
No.
What else does Ocean Worldwide recommend to keep those communication lines flowing smoothly?
Regular site visits, those are great.
Yeah.
But they also highlight the kind of often overlooked importance of document review.
Yeah.
And it might sound tedious, right?
Yeah.
But staying on top of, plans, contracts, progress reports, like really going through those with your team,
Yeah.
that's crucial.
Yeah, it's like keeping your finger on the pulse of the project.
Exactly. Exactly.
I could see how it would help you, like, spot discrepancies or potential issues
Yeah.
before they become major headaches.
Absolutely, 100%. And, in this age of like instant communication, they believe technology can be a real game changer.
We're not just talking about blueprints going digital, are we?
No.
Although I'm sure that helps.
It does. It does. It's much bigger than that, though, right?
Cool.
Think about it. Like, you're back home,
Yeah.
but you can still, like, walk through your villa virtually with your contractor in Phuket using, like, a video call,
That's cool.
Or you can get, like, real-time updates on, material deliveries with a quick text message.
Oh, wow.
That level of connection and transparency,
Uh-huh.
that can be invaluable in, like, preventing misunderstandings and keeping that project moving.
It's like bridging the gap between your vision
Yes.
and the reality on the ground, no matter where you are in the world.
100%. 100%.
So we've got our plans, we've got our team, we've got our permits, and our communication strategy in place.
Okay.
What else could possibly go wrong?
Well, this is construction we're talking about.
Right.
Even the best laid plans, right?
Yeah,
They can go awry.
of course.
And that's where Ocean Worldwide's emphasis on proactive problem solving comes in.
So it's not enough to just have a plan A.
No.
You need a plan B, C, and maybe even D up your sleeve.
Exactly. Precisely. They encourage you to, like, think like a detective,
Okay.
anticipating potential hiccups
Yeah.
before they turn into, like, full-blown disasters.
Right.
So what if there are unexpected weather delays during monsoon season?
It happens.
What if, like, a key material is suddenly unavailable?
Okay.
By, like, identifying and addressing these what-ifs, early on, you're much more likely to keep that project on track.
So it's like having that mental first aid kit ready to go,
Yes.
just in case you're not caught off guard, scrambling for a solution when you should be picking out, throw pillows for your veranda.
Exactly. Exactly. You want to be thinking about the fun stuff, not the, oh my God, the roof is leaking stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, what happens when construction is finally finished?
Yes.
Can I start planning the housewarming party yet?
You're getting close, but as Ocean Worldwide points out,
Uh-oh.
the finish line isn't actually the end of the race.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I thought once the construction was done, I was home free.
Not so fast, my friend.
What else is there?
Think of it as like the final stretch of a marathon, right? You can see the finish line, but you've still got to push through those last few miles.
Okay.
You've got your final inspections, right?
Right.
Ensuring everything is up to code,
Right.
meets those stringent safety standards.
Of course.
And then, of course, there's the paperwork.
Ugh, I knew paperwork would come back to haunt us.
It always does. It always does. It's a necessary evil, my friend.
So Ocean Worldwide is reminding us to make sure we have all those compliance certificates in order,
Yes.
proving that everything is legal and above board.
Exactly.
They even highlight the importance of addressing any survey issues, like promptly.
Oh, yeah, because those can be tricky.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, it might seem minor, right?
Okay.
But a small discrepancy in like the property lines,
Yeah.
that could delay your ability to move or even put you in hot water with like the local authorities.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's not something you want to mess around with.
That's the last thing you want after months of meticulous planning and construction.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
are they saying, I need a lawyer on speed dial right through to moving day?
It's always good to have that legal expertise on hand for sure. But I think the real takeaway here is that vigilance and attention to detail,
Okay.
those are crucial.
Right.
Even after, the hammers are packed away,
Right.
Ocean Worldwide, they want to make sure you're not just holding the keys to a villa.
Yeah.
You're holding the keys to a dream that's built on solid ground.
That's a powerful way to put it.
Yeah.
It's easy to get swept away in the excitement of building in a tropical paradise.
Oh, yeah.
But ultimately, you're making a significant investment.
You are.
It sounds like Ocean Worldwide wants to equip their clients to be like savvy investors.
Yes.
Not just, starry-eyed dreamers.
Precisely. And that brings us to an often overlooked aspect of building a villa, especially one as, unique and luxurious as the ones we're picturing here.
Okay.
Quality.
Right.
It's not just about getting it built.
Right.
It's about getting it built right.
You bring up such a good point. It's easy to get caught up in timelines and budgets.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, you're going to be living in this villa.
Yes.
You want it to be everything you dreamed of and more.
Exactly. Exactly. And Ocean Worldwide gets that.
Okay.
They're like huge advocates for regular site inspections throughout the construction process.
Okay.
They even suggest bringing in independent quality inspectors.
Now, that's an interesting idea. Tell me more about why they think that's so important.
It's all about like peace of mind,
Right.
And that extra layer of assurance. Think of it like this.
Yeah.
You wouldn't buy a luxury car without having a trusted mechanic give it a thorough inspection.
Especially if I was having it shipped from halfway across the world.
Exactly. An independent inspector is like that trusted mechanic, but for your villa,
Okay.
they're laser focused on ensuring top-notch quality in like every aspect of the build.
So they're looking for things that even the most meticulous contractor might overlook.
Exactly.
Okay, like what kinds of things?
I mean, we're talking like the tiniest cracks in the foundation.
Oh, wow.
To making sure those, stunning infinity pool tiles are laid perfectly.
It's about catching those minor flaws before they become major headaches down the line.
100%. It's all about preventative, catching it before it becomes a problem.
It sounds like Ocean Worldwide is really committed to setting their clients up for success.
Oh, absolutely.
Long after they hand over the keys.
Long after the keys are handed over, they're all about building dream villas that, stand the test of time, both in terms of quality and design.
And speaking of investment, Ocean Worldwide doesn't shy away from the often dreaded B word.
Oh, the B word, budget.
Budget, everybody's favorite topic.
Right, because paradise doesn't come cheap, but they're not just throwing out cautionary tales about going over budget, are they?
No. They're much more kind of practical than that.
They're big on realistic budgeting from the get-go,
Okay.
encouraging clients to have those sometimes uncomfortable conversations about finances early on.
Right.
But it's not enough to just set a budget,
Yeah,
right?
right.
They're all about meticulous tracking throughout the entire process.
Okay, so we're talking spreadsheets, maybe even an app to keep tabs on all those expenses.
Exactly, exactly. Ocean Worldwide, they know that visibility is key
Right.
when it comes to like managing a project of this scale. They
Yeah.
suggest, using technology to your advantage,
Right.
whether it's, sophisticated project management software or even just a good old-fashioned spreadsheet.
Right. It's about knowing where every dollar is going.
Exactly.
That way there are no surprises when that final invoice arrives.
Right. 100%. 100%. And here's where I think Ocean Worldwide's advice really sets them apart.
Okay, also.
They're big advocates for building a contingency fund right into your budget.
That's so smart because, let's be honest, with a project this complex, there are bound to be a few, unexpected costs along the way.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Think of it as your financial cushion
I got
for
it.
those just-in-case moments.
Right, like maybe those, imported Italian marble countertops you had your heart set on
Yeah.
end up costing a bit more than expected.
Exactly.
Or there's a sudden, surge in the price of timber.
It happens all the time.
Having that contingency fund built into your budget
Yeah.
allows you to kind of navigate those unexpected costs
Exactly.
without derailing the entire project.
Yeah, it's all about having that peace of mind, right? Knowing you're kind of financially prepared for those inevitable bumps in the road.
It's like that saying, expect the best, but prepare for the worst.
100%.
So we've covered a lot of ground here. From, meticulously planning every detail.
Yes.
To assembling the perfect dream team, to embracing the power of technology, to being, financially savvy.
It's a lot.
What stands out to you as the most important takeaway from our deep dive into Ocean Worldwide's approach?
For me, it's their kind of unwavering emphasis on proactive planning and communication. It's about anticipating challenges before they arise, by
right.
having those open lines of communication with your team
Right.
and being empowered to ask the right questions along the way.
It's about being an active participant in the creation of your dream villa, not just a passive observer.
100%, 100%. And I think that's what makes their approach so refreshing.
Yeah, they're not just building villas.
They're building relationships.
They're building relationships built on trust, transparency, and a shared commitment to turning a vision into, a breathtaking reality.
Well said. Well said. And that's the beauty of this whole process, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's about more than just bricks and mortar. It's about crafting a space that, reflects your unique vision.
Right, and enhances your life in a meaningful way.
Exactly. And that's an incredibly exciting journey to be a part of.
It certainly is. Well, on that note, we'll wrap up our deep dive into the world of Phuket villa construction.
I've enjoyed it.
Me too, remember. With careful planning, a great team, and a healthy dose of proactive communication, that dream villa in paradise could become your reality. Till next time, happy building.